The purpose of this video is to instruct you how to play the Camp Delta board game. The concept is based on Chinese checkers. If you have any questions, please ask a staff member for any clarifications. First off, the general rules. Teams have 5 pieces total, 1 leader piece and 4 pawn pieces. Teams enter the board through their designated stations. To move across the board, pieces move from space to space. Pieces may jump over other pieces to move across the board faster. You can even jump over an opponent's piece. However, leader pieces cannot jump over any piece. There is a limit of only 12 moves per round, and there are only 6 rounds total during camp. Order of turns is on a rotating order. For example, round 1, A, B, C, D, E. Round 2, B, C, D, E, A. Round 3, C, D, E, A, B. The objective of the game is to obtain as many Horcruxes as possible. There are only 8 Horcruxes available. Each is a different color. Only the 4 inside Horcruxes can be obtained from the start of the game. Once the 4 inside Horcruxes are taken, the 4 outside Horcruxes can be pursued. To obtain a specific Horcrux, your family must first have its pawn pieces on spaces with the same color as the Horcrux you are attempting to get. The final step in getting a Horcrux is to have the leader piece go on the specific Horcrux space. For example, once all of your pawn pieces are on orange spaces, your leader piece must finally land on the orange Horcrux space to obtain the Horcrux. You can never land on a Horcrux space unless the requirements to obtain that specific Horcrux are fulfilled. Once a Horcrux is taken, that space becomes empty, therefore no other team can get that Horcrux with the regular method. Another way to obtain a Horcrux is to duel another team for one. There are 2 ways to initiate a duel. The easiest way to duel is to use a duel card, which will be explained later. The second way is for your leader piece to land on the same space as an opponent's leader piece. You cannot initiate a duel if neither team has a Horcrux to begin with. One team must have at least 1 Horcrux for a duel to occur. In order for your leader to share the same space as another leader, you must fulfill certain requirements. For example, if you are trying to duel a family that currently has ownership of the orange Horcrux, all 4 of your pawn pieces need to be on orange spaces, and then your leader piece must find the opponent's leader piece and share the same space as it. If a team without a Horcrux wins a duel, they receive a Horcrux from the losing team. If a team with a Horcrux wins a duel, but the other team does not have a Horcrux to give up, then nothing happens. The first team just simply avoids losing their Horcrux. If both dueling teams have more than 1 Horcrux, they have the option to wage more than 1 Horcrux in the duel. Teams can only initiate 1 duel per turn. This rule also applies to duel cards. At the start of the game, there are 6 question mark spaces on the board. By landing on a question mark space, your team will receive a random artifact card that gives you a special ability and advantage over other teams. Landing on a question mark space will immediately end your turn. Once a question mark space is taken, that space will become empty. After round 3, more question mark spaces will reappear on the board until there are again a total of 6 question mark spaces on the board. Artifacts include duel cards, which allow you to duel with any team of your choosing. Polyjuice Potion allows one of your opponent's pieces to represent your team for your turn. Invisibility Cloak allows your leader piece to immediately move to a Horcrux space of your choosing. Elder Wand, you can pick any 2 pieces on the board and make them go back to their respective bases. Sword of Gryffindor, your team receives a 6th piece. Time Turner, you get an extra 8 moves on your turn. Portkey, teleport one of your pieces to an empty space. Anti-duel cards, allows you to block any duel.